Hello. So today I am working with this beautiful yarn right here. It's called Jewels, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Jewel Tone. That's what it's called. So beautiful. It reminds me a lot of Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. So that's why I got it, because I love it. It's from Red Heart. And I started making the squares. I decided to make the solid granny squares, and I made this one, but as you can see, it's like a little bit like wobbly. It's because I added a stitch on each row that's not supposed to go there, so I'm gonna have to redo this one. I fixed it on the second square. So this square, this is how it's supposed to come out. See how it's more straight? So I'm gonna fix this one and make it look like the other one, and I will update you guys really soon, and I will tell you why I'm making these squares. Be right back. All right, I forgot to show you guys or tell you guys what I'm making. I'm making a blanket inspired by Sally, well, by her dress. A few years ago, I made my husband a Jack inspired blanket, and here it is right here. It's super long. It like literally touches the floor. It's super long, super big. And what I'm going to be doing is making these same squares, obviously not with the same colors, with the Sally colors, the jewel tone colors, and with black. And on the corners I added a heart bobble stitch thing. All the corners have this, all of them. Here's the bottom one has it. It's super hard to see because it's black. It's right there. So this is what I'm going to be making, but with my Sally colors. It's super big, super comfy. My husband just uses it for like when he's playing video games, and he gets cold, he just has it on his lap. But it's super big. And yeah, I'm gonna need more yarn, definitely. But I got this one on sale, that's why I got it. I don't know. I'm gonna use the jewel tone. I kind of want to put the blacks that are on this blanket back here, black there, black up here, and keep those as black for my blanket, and then alternate with the jewel tone color, maybe have jewel tone here, and Sally's skin tone color, you know, that light blue that she has. But then I would have the spaces of the gray, which are only 4 big squares. I could use red yarn to cover up the gray spaces. So I know it doesn't make any sense to you guys, or it probably does, I don't know. It's a little bit chaotic, but basically on my blanket, black, light blue, jewel tone, black, light blue, black, red, jewel tone, and just keep on using that same pattern, light blue. The black's gonna stay here, and then hopefully when I'm done with it, I can show you guys side by side what they look like, and see if you guys can see my what I'm thinking about. It's a lot to commit to, but I want to finish it before Halloween. I think I can do this. I just gotta do all the math again and figure out how many squares I need for each, and yeah, I think I can complete this before Halloween. So today is October the 7th, So I'm gonna give myself like 2.5 weeks to complete this project. You think we can do this? Maybe, maybe not. I think so. I think we can do it. 2.5 weeks starting today. Today's the 7th, so before Halloween. All right, I'm gonna keep on doing the squares. I just finished a 3rd square. I'm just gonna start making my little math, see how many squares I need of each. So I'll be back. All right, so yesterday I took some notes on the squares that I needed to make in order to complete this blanket, and then I counted how many they are. They are in total 96 squares that I have to make, individual squares, and then from those, out of 4 I make 1 bigger square. So of those I make 24, I think. Yeah, I make 24 big squares out of those 96, and then I just sew them together and have them how I want. So the thing is, I only purchased 2 of these, and I need to purchase 1 more, so that's okay. I can just get 1 more of this. And then I don't have the light blue that I wanted for her skin. I have a blue over there that I might be able to use. This one will be more ideal for the squares that I want to make it seem like it's her skin tone. However, this one has all the tones of her skin tone, which I think that's very interesting, that I could maybe pull that off. I only need 24 squares in total, and I think I can make 24 squares with this one and not this one, unless I can use both. But I don't know if I'll make, I don't think I can even make 12 out of this one. I don't know, it'll be very interesting, I think. I'll keep that in mind. I'll probably use both of these and just make 1 big square out of 2 of each, 2 and 2, and then just make a big square. I think I can do that. And then these reds, I have so much red yarn, but I just don't know if they are the same red. This one is not. This one is just like slightly, just ever so slightly more orange tint, but it's not orange, it's still red. It just has more like a warm tone, just a little bit. Okay, I'll use these 2 to make the 16 solid reds. This represents her hair. Right, we have that, and then I have black. I might have to use both of the blacks I have to make the squares, because I need 28 solids, and then I'm gonna make the 4 heart-shaped granny squares, or heart pattern granny squares. 28, so I might use this one and the other one. Definitely I'm gonna use this one. 7 ounces, yeah, I'm gonna use this one and the other one. And then this one, I will use this for I'll make 24 solid blues. All right, I think that's a good game plan. I'm gonna show you guys the squares I was able to make yesterday. So this one's incomplete. I see that if I start from the center of this one and I get rid of all the yellow and the blue that's in the middle, and I finish the square, 1 square, I can pull whatever of this burgundy just to finish off this row, and then I can finish this one, and then the This one reminded me a little bit of watermelon. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so I'm gonna do what I just told you guys. I'm just gonna make one square with this yellow and blue that's in here, and then after I'm done with that, I'm gonna finish off this square, because after those two colors comes the burgundy color that I need for this one. So I will update you guys. I'm only gonna be working today for like an hour because my daughter comes home from school soon, and then I gotta go work, and then come back home, and then I make dinner, and then mom stuff. So I will update you guys how much I get done in this hour and a half or so. By the way, I am using a 4mm hook, which is size F, and then this is a 4-weight yarn. It says to use a 5.5, I believe. Yeah, a 5.5 or a 9. 1, 2. But the original blanket I made for my husband, I made it with a 4, and the only reason I know that is because the stitches are so tiny, which makes me think that I might have made it with a 3.5 instead of a 4, because I remember a few years ago when I made that blanket, I was hooked on using that size hook, but I don't remember. It was probably a 4, I think. So, because I compared the squares to the blanket, I think I used a 4. I could be wrong, but I don't know. This size 4 hook is killing my fingers though, so I don't think I'd be able to use a smaller one anyways. Hi, today is October the 16th. The last time I updated you guys was October the 8th, so it's been 10 days. Right? It's been 8 days, 10 days, something like that. I'm not good with math. So I have made these square, granny square heart thing. This lighting is really bad in my room. Anywho, I made 4. So these are the squares that are going to go in the corners of, one in each corner of the blanket. I made 4. Here's this, another one. 2, 3, 4. All 4 right here. So those are the corners, and I have started on the black squares. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blacks in total. I did all 12 of this light blue color. And I started on the ombre blue one that I have is in my room. So in total we have 47 squares, 47 out of 96. So we're almost halfway there. Okay, I still have all 16 reds to complete. I have 10 of the blue ombre to complete, and a whole bunch of black squares. So what are we doing today? Today I have completed 2 black squares, or 3, something like that. I want to make at least 8 today. So we have 5 more squares to go. 5 more black squares to do today minimum. I have finished using this. I had to purchase a whole new skein. I made like 3 or 4 out of this one, and I'm not going to use that for anything else. So this is different project. This is the black yarn I used for the hearts. I'm using this one to make another square. This is another square that I'm making, so that would be 4 today. I just need to make 4 more after I finish that one. I am blocking as I'm going, so right now my blocking board is empty, and I am sewing in all of the ends as I go because I don't want to deal with a whole bunch of ends at the end of the project. After I completed all the squares and all the entire blanket, I would like to make this into like a PDF file and probably put it in my shop. I'm gonna put it as like Sally inspired blanket, but anybody can make this blanket in any color, you know, do whatever, and even put like, oh, I don't know, bluey inspired blanket, and they can use like the bluey colors, you know. That would be awesome. My little thingy. So yeah, today I'm gonna finish this one. I'm almost done with it, and make 4 more, and that's what I got planned for today. Minimum 4 more. So if I get more than 4 today, that would be awesome. Okay, I have officially finished all of the 5 other squares I said I was gonna make today. It is currently, I think, 3 o'clock, 3:41. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares right here. They're all black. I hate working with black yarn, but it just looks so darn cute. 5 squares. We are officially halfway through the blanket. So I have, for each square, I'm gonna join 4 of them. Like I've said before, I'm gonna join 4 of them. Okay, like that. And that is 1 big square, so that's 4 squares, 1 square equals 1 square. So I have to make 24 in total. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I counted that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 11, 12, exactly 13 squares done at the moment. And so that is officially halfway. So I have 13 squares out of 24. I have been giving myself a break. It's not like I'm crocheting all day every day as I would like to, even though I know I shouldn't. I think that's all I'm gonna do for today. I still have to go make dinner. I DoorDash in the afternoon. I gotta do all of that before I can come back and sit down and crochet more. Tomorrow I think I'm just gonna hop back on. I think I'll do some little promo videos for my Instagram and Facebook account, for my shop, for my online shop. I have to like promote my own stuff to get views and stuff. And yeah, hopefully in the next 2 days I can finish off the black, all the black yarn, all the black squares, and I can hop into the red or finish the blues. I still have to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 blue squares of the ombre. I think you can tell a little bit more with this one that it's an ombre. Kind of, not really. It's definitely just a little bit brighter in the center, and then it's just like, it's just slightly darker. And then this one comes after, so it starts where this one ended, and then it's getting a little bit more darker. You can't really tell, but when the lighting is right, you can tell. All right. And I will just leave that blocking for now. We'll see you guys back tomorrow or the next day soon. So yesterday, after I did door dashing and I did my squares and I made dinner, I found this chair. Okay, this office desk chair in front of one of the houses I was door dashing to, and I was like, it looks like it's in good condition. I brought it home last night. This morning I took it out of the trunk, I cleaned it, I sprayed it, so it should be fine. And it's comfy. It makes a little bit of noise, but it's okay. I honestly think they just threw it away because they got a new one. But it's functioning. It's good. So last night, before I went out, I finished, how many squares? 6 squares. I made 5, and then when I came back home, I made another one, this one, 6. And today I'm working on my first square. I'm almost done with it. I just gotta bring it up to here. But yeah, that's what I did. I'm gonna do that today too. I'm gonna go door dashing after my kid comes from home, from school, make dinner, all that good stuff. And I just threw my blanket on the back of it because it looks cute. When I'm done with this blanket though, that's the blanket that's gonna be on the background right there. But yeah, I'm currently, I lose count every time I make new squares. I lose count. Today is the 20th of October. We have 11 days till Halloween. And I want to complete this blanket in time for Halloween. I'm not even doing anything special. I just want to have it. I need to have it. I still have so many squares to make. So many. It is 2 p.m. and I finished all of my black squares for the entirety of the blanket, so I don't have to touch black yarn until I have to sew them together to create the bigger squares. I have them right here. That's what this is right here, right there. They're just blocking for a little bit. Now I have to make 10 blue squares and 16 red squares, and that would complete all of the squares, and then I just have to sew them together and then make the border. My hands hurt a little, especially my thumb and finger. 10 blue ombre, and then that will go with the lighter blues that I have, like this. Let's see how many I can make today. Hello. It is October the 24th. It is coming very close to Halloween time, and we have made progress indeed. I currently have 20 completed big squares, not sewed in together yet, but 20 of these. So most of the squares are completed at this time. Right now, I just finished one of the reds. I have 3 more completed here. This is the 4th sew. This will be actually 21 completed squares at the moment. It is currently 1:22 p.m. and for today I will just be working on more squares. I'm in my office recording. Found it. I just gotta close up the square I made. My kids grabbed one of my darning needles. I just don't know whether it is right now. It will probably pop up later when I'm not looking for it. Okay, just weaved the thing that's blocking. Yesterday I completed 11 squares, and today I have 12 squares to do. So I just made one to finish the pair, the bigger square, the biggest square. I got to do 12 more squares today, and I want to finish it today so I can finally start sewing all the squares together and then making the border and finishing this big massive project that I decided to make. I still have all of this for red squares, and then I have this. Obviously it's gonna be enough to make 12 squares plus the border, so let's get to that. Yesterday, I finished all of my red squares, so I made 12 to 15 squares yesterday, I think. And here it is. Okay. So, in total we have 4 big red squares. 4. Six blue and ombre, teal ombre squares. 10 of the black. And 6 of the jewel tone. In total, 96 individual squares. Okay, so what am I doing today? I have to sew them all together. But before I do that, I want to make sure that they're all facing the way I want them to face. So when I say that, I mean that all the corner where I finished, where I started and finished, they all have to be looking to each other, so inwards like this. All the corners where I started and finished, I want them to be in here. So I've been doing that for the last like 12 big squares, so I just want to make sure that they're all facing where I want them to face. Okay, so I have everything laid out on my desk at the moment. So this one is going to be the top black square panel, and then underneath it I have what's going to go underneath that one, so laying like this, and then the next one like this and like that. So that's how I have them laying down on my desk. So this, all of these are the first row, second row, third, fourth, fifth, and then the sixth row. Have them all laid down. So right now I'm just gonna start sewing. I'm gonna fold it like this and just start sewing across, connecting, sewing across, connecting, sewing across, connecting, sewing across, and then I will move it up and then start doing the same thing, or just laying it like this and doing everything like that. Sorry, my husband was calling me. Anywho, yeah, I'm just gonna start sewing across, connecting across, and then I'm just gonna keep on doing that, connecting all of the squares together. Hopefully that makes sense. And I think I decided to sew everything in red or jewel tone, because I have a lot of jewel tone and I want to save the red. Even though I know this is enough, I want to save it for the border. So maybe I'll just sew everything in jewel tone. I have to figure out how I sewed the first one, because I don't remember, because I did it like a year, 2 years ago. So let me figure out how I did that. I crocheted it together, so that's okay. I think that's gonna be easier to just crochet it together. So I'll just put that underneath there and just grab my first one. I will sew it all, or crochet it all, in the jewel tone color. So I was pulling from the inside, so it's gonna start on yellow first. And then I put my crochet hook there. I hold my tail and I just do a chain in the first one, and then after that I'll just slip stitch across. Only grabbing the front loop and the back loop. It gives it like this braided effect on one side and just like stitches on the other side. This is exactly how I did it for the other one, so I'll just be working on that until I sewed everything together. It is 10:30 in the morning and it is October 26th, which means we have 5 days to finish this, and I only have to work on this for like today and maybe tomorrow. Most definitely tomorrow. Today I will be working on sewing the rest of this up. So yesterday I did all of the horizontal sewing or crocheting, because I crocheted all of my squares together, and we will be working on the vertical. So that's what we are going to be doing today, or I am. It is almost complete, and my hands hurt a lot, but I really want to finish this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines to crochet directly down. Yesterday we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But they were not as long as the ones we're gonna do today, so it's crazy. It's almost done. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. My hair looks like a mess, and I will try my best to finish that today. So let's do this. I've sewn everything. Now I just have to do the border. All right, today should be the last day of me filming this video, so I can finally put it up on my YouTube. We have completed sewing up all of the squares, and last night I started with the border. I did all of one side, the longer side. I did all of one of the shorter sides, and I just started on the other short side. Started on it, haven't finished it. Today I'll be working on this row and the next 3 rows. So hopefully, pretty sure today I will have it done. I have my yarn ball on the floor over there, and I'm just gonna crochet until it is complete. So let's get to it. It is currently the 27th, I believe. Let me check. October the 27th, exactly 10 a.m. So let's see how long this is gonna take us. My hair is a mess, but I have finally completed the Sally blanket I've been working on for 3 weeks straight. Here it is, and it is beautiful. I love it so much. I'm gonna give you guys the final look of how it looks. Finally completed. It's very long. I love it so much. In the border, I worked on the back loop only on all 4 rows of the border. The first row was single crochets. The second row is 2 double crochets and 1 stitch. Skip 1, 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Skip 1, 2 double crochets in the next one, and keep on repeating that. There's no chaining, just skipping stitches. On the corner, of the first row, I just got to the end. I did 2 chains and then I did the next stitch and then I continued along. For the rest of the corners, I crocheted inside of the chain 2 space, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in that same space. Same for this one and same for the last one. And then after I did that, I started the next, when I continued the rows, I would work on the back loop only. For the third row, it was 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and continue doing that, only working on the back loop. And then the last row, row number 4, I would do the same thing that I did on row number 2. So 2 double crochets, skip 1, 2 double crochets, skip 1. And then in the corner, it was the same thing, just 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Yeah, it is really pretty, and this blanket will for sure last me a very long time. I just can't believe it's like finally finished. This one will most likely replace the blanket I have on my seat. Probably, maybe not, maybe it will. And I was able to finish it before Halloween. It is currently the 28th and it is 6:48 p.m. I just got to my house, so that's why I'm showing you guys now. This project was very fun to work with. It got a little bit draggy, I'm not gonna lie, because it was just so much repetition with the squares and then getting to the border finally. I thought it was never going to end, but it did, and I'm glad I did take all of this time to make this project. This blanket will literally last me so many years, and I just love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, leave a comment, like my video if you liked my video, and let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about it, the process. If you guys would actually like sit down and make something like that, like this. Let me know if you guys want a written pattern. I might do a written pattern and have it like on my Etsy or my Shopify account. I don't know. Just let me know. Do you guys think it was worth making? It took me like 3 weeks. I'm not gonna sit here and try to do the math of how many hours, because that's just gonna make me feel depressed, and we don't want that. But yeah, my next video will most likely be me talking about and showing you guys my next project, which is I'm making some baby hats that were ordered. So I'm making that. I already started it actually. So, but yeah, have a great rest of your day. And yeah, drink water, stay hydrated. Have a great day.